All right, I think I'm live now. Sorry, I was messing with my camera to see. Oh, hang on. I'm all messed up right now. Sorry, guys. I was messing with my camera to see if I could get it to stop stuttering, and I might have fixed it. I don't know. I updated some drivers, and we'll see what happens. It seems all right so far. But anyway, Boss Strike. I think it's already kind of been talked to death, but let me pull up the picture. Oh, it's in the HSC chat or something. The rewards, or what we are like kind of sure the rewards are. The Cobra, absolute dog water. Skyraptor, 3 Skyraptors will actually be huge for this Boss Strike. The only problem is ranking, right? Let's talk about Goon. I mean, you have to go to my only nations if you want to see that. These better be good takes. Yeah, take number 1. The Cobra is fucking trash. Like, look at this. It's literally like worse than the snake in every way from what I know. Okay, let's look at this. I'm not gonna lie, I want it to come out with stat changes. There's no way they can release it as is. Like, it's literally, let's pull these up side by side. All right, resistances. So far already worse with crushing. Explosive, worse over here. This is the Cobra on the left side. Fire is for some reason a lot worse. Like, what the fuck? Like, over double the what? What's up, Hellgast? Yeah, Cobra's cope option, to be honest. Exactly. Like, why is this gonna be one of the possible rewards? Like, is the damage at least like, let's see. The damage is so much worse. 105 to 128 for the snake. Like, almost half as much damage and less offense and less crit. And then for this attack, like, unless I'm missing something, it just does less damage overall. What the fuck? Oh, what's up, Gapster? Finally caught my stream. I know I always catch you whenever I feel like it's bedtime for you. Oh, my camera's doing the thing again. I don't know how to fix it. It's honestly bugging me. I don't know how to stop it. And then also, so if we just look at the stats for the Cobra, in every single conceivable way, it is worse than the snake. And on top of that, it has almost double the SP requirement for rank 9. It does have 5 more defense, but it also has 5 less total health. God, I don't know what they're thinking with this one. So why doesn't it even exist? Because Z2, I can't answer. I don't know. Z2 was drunk. But the Skyraptor is kind of huge, not gonna lie. Let's look at the Skyraptor. For anti-air? Is it not gonna... Is it one word? What? Okay, I guess it's one word. Skyraptor is pretty dope. It's not good for much other than anti-air, because at rank 9, on average, 394 damage, and that's without a crit, and it has a 40% crit rate. Oh, what's healing comparison? That's actually a good question, Junder. What am I doing? That's actually a really good question. Is it cheaper to heal? Let's see. The snake, iron and gold, and we'll just go off the normal repair bay. 2 hours, some iron and gold. Who cares? 4 hours. It's literally like worse. It's just so much worse. There is no advantage. Skyraptor is the best AA unit in the entire game. No, you're good, Gender. Yeah, no, Skyraptor is actually a menace for anti-air. Is it the best in the game? Like, wait, is it better than the flak turret? The flak turret, I remember, it's still a meme unit. Like, I wouldn't buy a bunch of flak turrets, but from what I remember, the flak turret is, or flak gun, my bad, 297 with a 50% and 10% armor piercing. The Skyraptor doesn't have that. I mean, I would rather a Skyraptor over the flak gun, but it's arguable. Hurricane is better. AA plane. So wait, what rewards do you guys want changed? Obviously the Cobra. If anyone says that they want the Cobra without stat changes, I'll say that. Get out. There should be no one. Kitty Hawk is better. Or just Party, because Party hits everything. Yeah, Party is kind of just a god unit that I think Madrona is scared to release. I mean, like, this is a good attack. The 50% crit rate, just like 10% higher than the Skyraptor. But the Skyraptor has Splash too. Very rarely will that Splash ever come in handy, but it is something. Sit there? No. And then whatever this attack is. Oh god, we're at the nano conversation that everyone was having in one of the chats I saw. If you want to help free to play, give them 150 nanos or 2 vets and they can clear AS. That's actually interesting. Doing like a limited time unit for a reward. I think I could get behind that. Honestly, I could get behind vets instead of Cobras, to be honest, because the Cobra is just so bad. And what pisses me off the most about the Cobra, it's a later model. It's the BC-3. It's supposed to be like, did technology devolve with, I don't know, whatever fucking imaginary company made this? Like, they were evolving, but backwards. I swear I hate hearing this kind of nano argument, or this nano argument. The nanos are a waste. All right, so look, this is my suggestion. I am the only person I know that suggested this, but I proposed, instead of having like one tier or like 2 or 3 tiers that give nanos, just give a 10 or 15 nano reward every tier. Kind of like how we get 10 nanos every time we level up, 15-ish nanos every tier. The numbers can be changed to whatever Madrona is, but it would still be roughly the same amount of nanos, and people can stop arguing about the tiers. Madrona could just throw some tier 3 resource. Honestly, they could throw black nanopods in. What if they had, instead of like the nano rewards, they did the nanos every tier and then just replaced one of those with black nanos, 50 black nanos, or like probably like 20 to 30 black nanos actually. What do you guys think about that? All right, let's look at some of the other units. Skyraptor, I'm happy about. I actually really wanted the Skyraptor. Actually, in OG Battle Nations, I know I had a Skyraptor, and I was a very low level, so it was actually kind of useless because I never encountered other aircraft. But I had one, and I thought this attack was so fucking cool. I don't know why. I just thought it was really cool. I paid 15 nanos for it, apparently. How about we replace the nanos with NFTs and crypto? Honestly, let's just, instead of nanos, they'll just mail us all like figurines, or like the keychain nanopod. What about that? Would you be happy with that? I'd rather get something like a promo unit voucher type than deal with nanos. Again, I think just give 15 nanos every single tier, in addition to whatever prize there is. Like, you get the Skyraptor and 15 nanos, you get 3000 lumber and 15 nanos. Like, you will get nanos every tier, because then it helps the free-to-play players, and it also, you know, I highly 300 nanos is a lot. Highly doubt we will get that generous. Yeah, no, I honestly, I feel like they should limit it to like 200 nanos max. But I don't know. Honestly, I think the whole argument is just kind of tedious at this point. I feel like I've seen it all over Donor General every time I open it. All right, but the Aero Bike. Is the Aero Bike good? People have been kind of hyping it up. I feel like I heard Uki in one chat hyping it up. I know the Aero Jetpack was good, but I've never even like looked at the Aero Bike. It looks cool. I'll give it that. It's actually got decent resistances. Asking for $15 from the community is wild. I mean, it is, but like, I don't know, because you gotta look at like other games like Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans gives out hella gems all the time, so like it's not really they're giving us money. I don't know. I don't fucking manage a game company. I can't say. I'm just here to shitpost. Aeroship working for waters is something. Wait, what do you mean? Like, oh, it works on water. Yeah, right. It should. It's I mean, it has fucking water resistances, right? This goes on water. All right, let me look at its attack. I don't even know. The bomb. That's a good name. That does decent damage. Good crit. Little bit of armor piercing. It hits fucking everything. Jesus. Clash of Clans also got rid of troop training times. This game still has hospital waiting times. Yeah, I think, honestly, I don't think the hospital waiting times should go away. Because you get to a point like, to balance out the game, like some of us will mass produce units. All that mass production kind of goes to waste if you never have to like heal the unit, you know? Maybe if it was just resources, I guess, but even then, I don't know. I think the time is a good thing. Because like while we can draw parallels between Clash of Clans and Battle Nations, there are some things where, you know, you can't really compare them to. But I think I'm happy with the Aero Bike. This, oh, it has a lightning grenade and also hits everything. A little bit of 15%. That's actually really low. Crit against vehicles. Okay. This is an all right unit. I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. Healing times are the main boss strike balancing for players. Yes, unless it's fire mod, then it's just whoever can stay awake the longest. But yes, that is like the balance to the game. Clash is very well established game. Madrona has yet to do balancing and has lost revenue potential from lack of promos. Yeah, but like they need to do that balancing before they release promos. They can't just start releasing like every single promo. Like if they really, even like something simple like I guess it's still pretty overpowered, but like the Blood Ninja, like they can't release this right now. I think and this is honestly not that overpowered compared to like the legendary animals. But like this thing is crazy. They can't release this right now. It would just be too much. Because yes, there would be they are losing out on earnings. I will say that they have lost potential revenue because I guarantee you, Max, how many are you still here? Max, how many of these are you buying? Blood Ninjas, if they released it today? Just as is, if they released it. They ain't losing they ain't losing a lot of revenue. It's way more important to balance first and build and keep a player base. Yeah, I do think that they need to do something to keep the player base, but I don't think that's releasing more units. I think that is creating engaging content, like some sort of repeatable, like dailies, weeklies. There just needs to be engaging content that isn't grinding, because right now, you know what the engaging content is? This is our engaging content. We are a slave to this. Oh, you missed the question? Max, I said, okay, here's the question. I said, how many Blood Ninjas would you buy if Madrona released them today? What we're talking about, Ball Strike? Balls Strike? Whoa. Yeah, we're talking about Boss Strike. I was gonna play some Battle Nations. I need to actually collect my timers, but this stream I just wanted to talk about Boss Strike. It's been a hot topic, you know, and I can't just keep reviewing the junior officer to grow. I actually have to talk about current events, apparently. So I will grab 30. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're not gonna lose that. Like, they're technically losing out on revenue because Max would buy 30 Blood Ninjas, and this is just the Blood Ninja. They're still better units. They can't release these yet. People would buy 100 Blood Ninjas, no doubt. Yeah, like, I want to play with this unit, but I know it's not good for the game. And Madrona also has like probably a similar feeling. They know if they release this unit right now, they're making bank. They would make so much money, but they are showing restraint, which I think is good, by not releasing it. Like, they know that they would make bands off this shit, but they know it would kill the game. What I would like to see is SP XP boosts with these new BS units. Would be obscene amount of SP to grind to high ranks with the new units in BS rewards. No, yeah, I agree. I kind of keep going back and forth if SP boosts should be you buy them with nanos, or I think they should come out alongside dailies and weeklies. And whenever you complete a daily or weekly mission, you get like an SP boost voucher. So it's like a power up. You can use it. It's 30 minutes, double SP. I would love to see that. But if they nerf it, people will buy less. Yeah, for sure. But it needs to be nerfed. Like, don't ask me what I think it should be nerfed to, because I don't fucking know. But I know it needs to be nerfed. Like, this is kind of crazy. Honestly, this attack is kind of only balanced because it does crushing and attacks metal, and most metal units are pretty resistant to crushing, but not all still. And again, like, imagine like just the most infamous power creep, the legendary sandworm. Like, they will, if they release it in this state, the game is dead. It's power creeps to the top. But then Reed may hunt me down for giving him more. Whoa. I don't mind them releasing skins and stuff to monetize a bit without messing about with balances. Yeah, no, that's a good point. But like you said, Reed might hunt you down because it's him, and who else is the other artist? I forgot the other artist. Problem is, then you're hoping the balancing will be perfect. I don't think it'll be perfect first try. It'll probably go back and forth in tweaks. I mean, like, even if you just look at, like, I'm trying to think. It's like a OG, Wimp even, I'm pretty sure. Like, balancing is always literally going to, they nerf it too much, then they bring it back a bit. Then they kind of have to find a balance. And they have a lot of units to balance, so I imagine a lot of things. Yeah, like, the Wimp's been nerfed and brought up and back a bit. Like, apparently this used to do an H pattern. They fucking nerfed that. For balances, I don't mind. They go crazy and are willing. I don't mind. Wait, they go crazy and are willing to nerf? Yeah. Which, if they are free to play or light spenders, they won't. Wait. You then have to compare every promo to things like vets and megas and hope people will buy them without power creeping. Yeah, power creeping. So the way I think promo units should work isn't by it has bigger, better numbers. It should be, it's a tool that opens options for you. And honestly, so people always talk about this unit and say it's the worst thing that ever happened. I don't think so. This on its own can't do shit. It cannot clear a board. It can't do anything, but it's a new tool that opens up a lot of doors. And that's how I think like these promo units should be. They give you like a new way to go about something, whether it's weakening the enemy army, strengthening yours. Yeah, there can be some that are just fucking powerhouses. I'm fine with that. My God, everyone's talking so much. Just make the plasma mammoth better. Yeah, dude, I don't know when we're getting a plasma mammoth. wish I could say. It is more exciting to have new tools to play with every few months rather than a stagnant meta. Yeah, because let's be honest, even now, the meta is stagnant. Like for Boss Strike, I guarantee you every single top player is going to be using maulers, mega tanks, and frags if they have them. And then maybe like just some other good anti-air units. So what, the Demo Man, the Raptor if they want to rush it during Boss Strike. Power creeping is inevitable. I think you can mitigate it by releasing niche or powerful units locked behind synergy. Yeah. Or quality of life units. Yeah. And of course it is. Like every game is going to have that problem to a degree. I think it's just how long can they, or like how much can they mitigate it and how long can they keep the game like feeling fresh. Currently they are in a tough spot because well over half of the promos would have zero impact on the game. Really? You think? Let's just look at the promo units. You think half? Well, I mean, like, okay, to be fair, half of them were kind of dog water. I'm not gonna lie. I will say that. There was a lot of like this, no. If the nerfed version, no. Yeah, all right, I'll agree with that. Half of them won't do shit. But it's also I just kind of realized all except for like the last few, a lot of these promo vehicles are kind of shit. The Nomad Rover was good. Where is the... My God, there's so many units. God, I'm realizing I have to review all these one day. And there's still the Navy issue. Yeah, no, you're right. The Navy issue is something. Honestly, just rework that from the ground up. God, we got so off topic about Boss Strike. It just turned into balancing. They have put themselves in a hole by not releasing some of these promos, even though they have little impact at the Shadow. How have they put themselves in a hole? Would you ever use the Shadow Agent over the Mauler? No. Yeah, but like, how does that put them in a hole by not releasing them? Are you just saying it's like too late to release them, like because we have something like the Mauler now? Because I mean that was still like, when did the Shadow Agent come out? It came out pretty close towards the end. I don't know when the Mauler came out, but it was the same issue back then. You got to max rank them too. Yeah. The grind is something that definitely needs to be mitigated. Like, I think SP costs need to either come way down or they need to make an easier way to get SP. No, it is more like they could release and raise money for more projects. Yeah, I agree. Oh, you meant for me? Yeah, why do you think I've been delaying making all of these unit reviews? I'm just waiting for them to give me double SP. Like, low key, it's kind of an excuse, but it's also like a real thought in my head. I kind of want to wait for double SP because I'm now getting to like, I don't want to, like, it's not a lot of SP, but I don't want to grind out like, what is it, 100k? Yeah, like 100k to rank up the heavy gunner. That's gonna be awful because that 100k could go to something way more useful. SP cost should come down or have better SP spot. Yeah, or just really good boosts or something. Because what will you do to make the Shadow Agent viable enough to warrant nanos? Because again, vets are 10 times better. I mean, yeah, but here's the thing. Like, that's always been the case. Like, I honestly think Z2 made too many units. If I'm being 100% honest, they've made too many. Like, should the Shadow Agent even exist? I don't know. But I guarantee you, this came out when vets were out. So that was the case back then too. I don't know. I can't answer that question. They, like, the only thing I could think of is like make some sort of stealth missions. No clue how that would work. but to where the shadow agent would give you an advantage. That's like the only thing I could say. I swear I'd work for Madrona on these things because some of the suggestions I've seen is crazy. Do y'all want to go through this suggestion thread? I have my game. Okay, wait, let me collect some timers real quick. I got like a bunch of timers I need to fucking collect. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll probably still be up. Yeah, we'll do a day. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, let's go through the suggestion thread. Where's Discord? Oh, let's get out of that. Jesus. Madrona, I swear I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know what was on there. Honestly, it probably wasn't even anything. Where is suggestions? I'm not gonna lie. I have it there. Oh, the first one, the pity system. Suggestions are a horde placed 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, well, first one, changed rank up level of the Cobra. All right. Oh man, this is about to be so much to talk about. We're never gonna play Battle Nations. I'm just gonna talk about this all day. Let's talk giving my ranged frag back. Wait, what? Oh, you want? I'm not gonna lie, Clyde. I didn't read the name first, and I was like, "Who wants my ranged frag?" Yeah. Clyde, I will give you back the range frag on the 38th of September. Remind me, all right? They can do for this BS, these units gain this ability and have X more stats. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Like a temporary boost, or like they have like you get like a secret or shadow agent mod. Shadow agent just does double damage. Okay, I could see that. I mean, I could see that, but also it feels really, really cash grabby, especially if they do it only for limited time units. He won't. Shh, don't tell him that. Oh, like all stealthy units gain buffs. Yeah, like so like the normal agent, the special agent, the saboteur, the guerrilla, the shadow agent. I could see that. Yeah. See, they need to figure out just how to do like stealth battles. All right, what do you guys think about like a Fog of War? Does anyone play chess and has like played chess Fog of War? What if like Battle Nations had a Fog of War game mode? And like, I don't know how it would work. Don't ask me how it would work. But someone work that. I'm just here to give rough ideas. I need other people to work out the details. All right, let's look at some of these. Minor pity system, the pity system. Simply put, increasing our chance of getting a boss drop. Once you get one, the pity system gets disabled to normal drop chances. Yep, that's a pity system. You hear it once, you hear it a million times. Not hating on it. I'm just saying, it's like I feel like this topic is so beat down. It does have a lot of likes, and compared to, you know, dislikes. Because it is, they just need careful, thoughtful changes. I'm sorry, I kind of like lost the topic because what is? Change the rank up level of the Cobra. The BC3 Cobra is already a worse copy of the Snake that some already have, yet higher ranks still can still out damage R6 vets against the Ancient Sentinel. So I assume. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what they're saying. They're basically saying just make it easier to rank up, make it like Cobra or Snake Light. I could get behind that. And if they make it like a tier, like what was it, 6 or something, I could get behind that. I'm still not gonna be super happy about it, but yeah. I mean, with unit balancing. Oh yeah. I don't know. Like it does. Look, see, that's why they're in here in development voice chat right now. They're working on something, I'm sure. What do you think they're doing in there right now? Not gonna lie, I'm curious. What's up, Spartan? The Cobra is garbage at higher ranks as well, so removing the level cap hardly matters. All right, removing the level cap, and also make like rank 9 200,000 SP at most. Honestly, I'd be fine with 150,000, and then obviously balance it down. Like just overall, just like a faster or to rank unit, like half all of these fucking costs as well. Basically, just make it a shittier snake that's easier to rank. I could probably get behind that. They're talking about Nancy Pelosi. I knew it. They're trying to take my girl. The issue with the Cobra is that it takes extremely high fire damage. Yeah, no, I have no clue why. It takes like double the fire damage that the snake does. It's just, overall, it's the most backwards fucking unit I think this game probably has, compared to like an earlier version of it. Because at least with like the Boar and the Boar 2, they kind of like countered each other. They almost covered each other's weaknesses. The Cobra is just shit all around. A little too early to bring up Pelosi. That is true. Wait till boss strike day 3. PC. Questions. Will Battle Nations ever be on PC? Yep. Anyways, heavy Arctic is that? Are you talking about my heavy Arctic tanks? I have like a few heavy Arctic tanks. I don't want to talk about it, but I do. My God, I have no timers go off. Hang on, guys. I gotta make sure I keep SP maxing. And we'll do a day timer. I think I saw the Cobra's armor takes more fire damage than its health does. It does. It's literally, I mean, like, so to be fair, there's a lot of units where their armor resistances and their health resistances just kind of make me mad because the armor takes more damage. Like even the range frag. So like, let's just look at the range frag, for example. So its health, this is its health resistances. It has no armor resistance. All of its armor is basically 100% across the board. So I can't get mad at the Cobra for doing that. I can be mad at the Cobra for just being shit in general. Man, I too really hope that they port Battle Nations to PC soon. Yeah, that was one suggestion. I don't even know. I think someone mentioned it. I mean, I'm not gonna pick on the person because they just obviously didn't know. But why did they put a question in suggestions whenever Q&A is like right here? Not gonna pick on this person. But yeah. Let's see. No limit on infected units in Battle Nations. All right, guys, we can now have 5 Maulers, making the perfect, just non-stop checkerboard pattern attack. What do you guys think about that? Madrona is missing out on the smart fridge gaming community. Bro, I bet I could get it to play on a smart fridge. I honestly think I could get it to play on a smart fridge. I don't own a smart fridge is the problem. I own like just a very small European refrigerator. I don't even think they have smart fridges in like Europe. Like I feel like it's just too big. Okay, so Max, you want the no limit on infected units, right? Wait, okay, this isn't your suggestion. Did you comment on it? Why do I feel like you commented on it? I don't know. God, this turned into a whole fucking thing, didn't it? This guy thinks there's a limit on 3 infected, or with 3 infected. All right, 3 unit drops for all non-T10 units. Ooh, what do you guys think about that? Well, what is it right now? It's 3 Cobras, 3 Skyraptors, 1 Aero Bike, and 1 Chinook. Also, I'm not mad at Alex, but it's his game, and he should know he misspelled Chinook. So someone ping Alex and let him know he made a typo. I'm pretty sure that's... Anyway, I gotta double check myself. I actually haven't fact checked it, but I'm like pretty sure that's not how you spell Chinook. Yeah, okay. Unless everyone that I have ever seen type it has been wrong my entire life. Alex made a typo. Oh no, that is intentional? Nah, that's just Southwest slang. Trust. Chinook is the English name in the real world. Well, I'm still gonna say Alex is wrong, because now I feel stupid. All right, what's this? Visible respawn timer for bosses, Kraken, AS, and Dread. Okay, so I was reading like this, but then I don't even know my extra idea. He's talking about like raid bosses. I do kind of think it would be nice to have, it's a nice quality of life thing, but honestly, I don't think it's like needed that much. It's not that big of a deal. What do you guys think about that? Oh, Silver Wolf. Hey, look, man, I read that as a cardinal direction. All right. Silver Wolf, not Southwest. Is Chinook or Thrasher tank good for PvP? Ooh, honestly, probably neither. PvP, so Ball Strike and PvP are probably going to be played very differently. Ball Strike, you want mass casualty units. So you want things like, I don't know, hang on. You want things like the Mauler. You want things like, I'm trying to think of other mass casualty units. Oh, like heavy chem tanks, kind of things like that. PvP is honestly probably going to be a lot more single type damage and very, very good mass casualty units. So like the ranged frag, the melee frag, honestly, like PvP is just best of the best. Like what are the best like high damage units you can bring? Glass cannon or no? So, Ball Strike, you want durable mass casualty units. Timer would be nice. It lets you know if your 8 days spawn immediately. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that the respawn timer is random. It like, there's already an aspect of gambling to getting a boss drop. Why are we adding another aspect of like somewhat gambling? Not as bad, but still, it's just like more randomization. It feels unnecessary and kind of mean. Also, you don't care about damage / survivability much for PvP. So units like Brute will see more use if they're in vehicle meta. So the only reason I don't think the Brute will see use is because, I guess, yeah, never mind. I thought the Brute had a fixed attack. Never mind, I lied. No, the Brute would be good. Honestly, you know what unit I think is going to be really good in PvP? This. I think this thing is going to be really good in PvP. Doesn't have crazy durability, but it's not bad. But these attacks are kind of fucking disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. Only problem is crushing type damage, but still. I'm thirsty. I've been talking so much. Damage per survivability. So you've already broken it up into a formula. Well, because like, all right, so think about it. PvP, like, it's not like Ball Strike. It's gonna, the other player is instantly gonna look at your units and determine which one is the highest threat. And with that, you're gonna have to determine which one their highest threat is. So that's where I think, honestly, things like the Ninja are gonna probably be pretty good in PvP. Where this is the vehicle factory. You don't make ninjas in vehicle factories. I think the Ninja will probably be a decent unit in PvP, because it can hit anywhere on the board and just assassinate a single unit, or probably get close to it depending on what unit it is. So like if they have a Brimstone in the back, this attack will knock it out at rank 6. Mine's only rank 2. It's gonna be a whole different outlook. I think another unit I think is gonna be good in PvP, the Peacemonger. Durable as fuck, super durable. Good dodge. It's not up to veteran dodge, but it's close. Stun is going to be huge in PvP, and this attack also kind of fucks, not gonna lie, and it also stuns. But I think like it's gonna be weird. PvP is gonna be weird. Ninja has 2-turn prep time for which attack? For all of his attacks? No. This one, yeah. Okay, it does, but I think it's survivable enough. It has good dodge. Throw it on the back row. As long as another ninja doesn't get to it, it'll probably live. Do you think Boss Strike is more free to play friendly than that last because of Maulers? Yeah, all right. So to that, I'm gonna say yes, but this Boss Strike is gonna be different than the last because of healing times. And let me tell you, being a non-free-to-play player in healing is a lot easier than free-to-play players because you guys only have one hospital that is already worse. Like, it's already a worse hospital. Non-free-to-play can have multiple of these. So unless you have so many units mass produced that you don't have to worry about healing, it's gonna be a probably, I don't know if it's gonna be harder than last though. Let me think, because we had heavy chems. Honestly, I'd say it's about even. If I had to say, it's probably gonna be about even as far as difficulty. The Maulers are nice though. I'm glad you guys got Maulers. Nah, this BS free to play will suffer more. Silver Wolves kill units easier and no frags. I mean, like, frags are free to play. You can, well, there are free to play players that can have gotten frags. My God, there's so many timers going off. I haven't even played. I've just been yapping. I'd be shocked if my guild gets tier 10 this strike. What tier did you get last time? You'll probably get tier 10 still. The last BS was actually very friendly if you invested into dragons or agent spam. So I think a lot of free-to-play probably had the agents ready, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think anyone like was expecting dragons. The only person I heard talking up the fucking dragons was Denny, and everyone called him crazy for it, is what's funny. 4 Grocers gang, dude, I'm not gonna lie, 4 Grocers is just so nice. Cause I don't know, it's so nice. I usually don't do 15-minute jobs though. I usually have like 3 of them doing like day jobs, and then this one doing whatever. It's making artesian cheese right now. See, I have 4 Grocers. I also have 4 greenhouses, sadly. Don't ask me about that. I don't want to talk about it. Hey man, what formation should I use with 2 range frags? So I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm only gonna use 1 range frag at a time. By the way, if you're trying to flex on me, let me tell you something real quick. I don't know if you're trying to flex on me, but what are you doing? Yeah, but do you have 4 of Zoe's tool shops? No, because I want to, but it feels wrong because I don't know. I feel like there should only be 1, like just canonically speaking. I want to. I have 2 machine shops and a Zoe's tool shop. But as far as using 2 frags, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna use 2 on. Hang on, let me kind of make a formation. This probably won't be my formation. I'm still kind of waiting for Max to release the formations, but it's probably gonna be, I'd probably say, all right, pretend that this is the Sky Raptor, because I'm gonna rush that thing. I will say that. My formation will probably be something like this, just because using 2 range frags honestly isn't worth it. And I'm not gonna lie, Silver Wolves kind of fuck up range frags, guys. They're not super resistant to piercing, only 75%. And the Thug and the Alpha Truck, I don't know what the Thug is called, the advanced one is, but they kind of fuck up frags, I'm not gonna lie. Backup tool shops in case Zoe turns one into a bomb on accident. Oh my God, I think you just like fixed the autism in my brain. I can work with that. I got 1 range frag formation already done. Got to make melee plus range, 2 melee. Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think there's a reason to, because you only really need 1. Like this clears, and it would not do this much damage against like an alpha truck. Actually, what am I doing here? I'm gonna go to New Haven, because New Haven is a more accurate representation for what level 56 is gonna probably encounter. It's called the Howler, which doesn't make sense to me. Wolf pun. Yeah, I didn't know it was called the Howler, but you know, let's see what we got in here. Okay, that's actually not that accurate. I'll just do the base formation. Come out here. Yeah, so is it actually? Yeah, it is. Yeah, let's see if I can get that. I'm gonna try to get only the Howler to attack. Where's my? What am I gonna use for anti-air for this? Oh, fuck it, whatever. Should I use 2 melee or 1? Melee, I would consider using 2, because melee are a bit more durable. Yeah, see, look, that was piercing type damage. That already knocked off a good chunk. Like, mostly armor, but still. Try not to... I want the Wolf Howler to attack, so I can show that, honestly, range frags are kind of get fucked up. Yeah, look at that. And he missed one of those, but like after what, 3-4 waves of encountering thugs, and the alpha truck hits even harder than the thugs. If that's mostly because the alpha truck has a bit higher offense and can land all its attacks, but they're kind of fragile to piercing damage. Thanks for the tech. Yeah, man, anytime. My plan is just to use one. One's probably gonna die every now and then. I'll just kind of swap it out for the other one while that one repairs. That's what I would say. I like Wolf Enforcer to changing to Wolf Judge. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't. But like, what's like the step up from Thug? Howler. I get what you're saying though, because like Enforcer to Judge sounds more like a promotion. Whereas Howler sounds like he just turned into a furry. Nothing wrong with that. It's just saying, furry community, please don't come after me. I'm just saying, you know, just do a 15-minute job. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I might be stupid for this. I've been making garbage trucks because they're cold immune. And everyone's talking about this Boss Strike having cold DOT, environmental damage. So I've been making garbage trucks. We'll see if it pays off. I need to promote it. I'm waiting for something else. I'm gonna make 2 more. I'm gonna get 5, and then I'll make more depending on how they do. Hashtag Thug mentioned. Junder, how many Wolf Howlers would you buy? That's like the upgraded Thug. That's like the super Thug. Trust cold DOT. I'm trusting, man. I keep asking for a source and everyone says just trust, but we're waiting. How we doing? What's up, Genus Pong? Honestly, we're doing good. We haven't been playing much Battle Nations. We've mostly just been talking. We've talked a little bit about Boss Strike at first, but then that devolved into, don't worry about Wild Making Destroyers. It devolved into balancing, and then I was just kind of going through the suggestions thread, which I might do. Honestly, I'm going to thank you guys for this, because this is going to be my new talking points whenever I don't know what to talk about anymore. Hello, everybody. What's up, Commander Vexer? You'd buy 5 to 10, Junder? Really? I feel like you'd probably buy more. I would definitely buy, I'd probably buy 10. 10 sounds like actually a good number. You should be making gunboats. I already have. I'll make a gunboat for you. There. There, I made a gunboat. Is everyone happy now? I think I'm gonna have like 5 gunboats. No, if I'm being honest, I was just making destroyers because, where's Navy? I had 2, and then I've just got up to 5. See, I'm the kind of autistic where numbers need to end in 5 or 10. I'm that kind of autistic. Same with like TV volume. Like I just can't. So you're right. Actually, I do need to make gunboats. So I was just kind of doing destroyers first. And then I'm probably about to start mass producing R1s because I have so many fucking bars. Hey, yo, R6 destroyers, you need like 100 of them because of how fast they die. Well, here's the thing about naval, and I've been thinking about this, guys. If once I get to like naval reviews, actually I think Max brought this up to my attention. There's no way to grind naval besides doing whatever spawns. Like there's no Bigfoot country for naval. It's just whatever spawns. And that sounds awful if I'm being honest. The source of the cold DOT things come from checking the waves and maps of previous BS since the previous one used. Yeah, no, I get where it comes from, but like that's, I mean, at best, that's like not circumstantial. There's a word I'm looking for. I can't think. I don't know. Can't find the word in my head. But I don't know. That just doesn't seem super solid to me. But I'm preparing for anything. So I made some garbage trucks because they might be like a supplement to my front line. We'll see. Where have you been putting your bars besides R1s? So typically I have them mass producing over here, and I was making a shit ton of 2 units. I now have, hang on, how many do I have? I have 28 cryo troopers, which require laurels, and I have 23 lightning troopers, which also require laurels. So that's where all my bars have been going. For no reason, I'm not going to use these units that much, I imagine. That's just where they've been going. Cryo troopers, I guess, are cool. But I have elemental troopers, so, you know. I got all naval units max rank RTP before level 56. All? You like gunboat, the reef bandit, like everything? I'm not gonna, the guppies I get. But like reef bandits too? That's kind of crazy. The submarine? That's actually wild. I actually kind of like the tac sub. As you can see, mine's rank 4. But I actually kind of like the tac sub. Pelican? I mean, like, they are a naval unit, but, like, I feel like there's so much more than that. Because you can use them on land. And you can grind them at Bigfoot country. So I'm not going to count pelicans. The jet ski? Oh my god, Max, you're crazy. How's HSC formation planning with the lack of wave gallery like the previous boss strike? We have found previous videos and I can run simulations. I'm not gonna lie, don't ask me about anything. Like, I'm not that I've like trying to hide it, but don't ask me about it because I don't know. I just wait for Max to make a post on the guild announcements and then I just follow whatever that says. I have no part in any sort of HSC like leadership planning for boss strikes, nothing, literally no input. I hop in chats every now and then and shoot the shit. I got 70 max rank units right now. Oh my god. Max, I'm just gonna borrow your account whenever I make unit reviews. Just send me footage, honestly. Just send me a shit ton of footage of all the units that you have. I'll just work with that. That's actually wild, Max. You should get they should give like special profile pictures for people that have like maxed up like a certain amounts of units. No bar or gears to heal. How are you out of bars and gears? Junder, I feel like I'm drowning in them. Actually, not that bad right now. I kind of just offloaded a lot, but like my widgets and laurels are kind of maxed out. I usually keep them around 80 to 90. No, Junder, don't listen to no, bad. Don't listen to anyone. I'm not even reading that. I'm just gonna ignore that. Profile pics for unit levels is actually a crazy good idea. I think it'd be cool. Just like, you know, it's like a flex. It doesn't give you an advantage, but because right now we're flexing our wallets. You either have, you know, basic bobs or you flex in how much you spent on this game. And as you can see, I flex, I spend a lot. Not this year though. Is it too late to get those limited profile pictures? I don't think it's not too late for these down here. Starting from where my mouse is here to here, you can get these now. I don't know about these, I'm not gonna lie. It might be too late for these. Can anyone confirm that? Because so the way it's been working is like it, or you know, it's only been 1 year, but it looks like every year they're gonna make new profile pictures, and if you're a donator to their Patreon, you will get, you know, the correlated profile picture and below. Now it's only been going on for, you know, 2 years now, but that's how it's worked every year so far. Last year, profile pictures are no longer obtainable, confirmed. All right, sorry. You cannot get last year's, which is this mammoth tier, the Emperor, Warlord Gantus, Lieutenant, and Sergeant. Oh, and Corporal. So you can't get any of those, but all of these, which are arguably nicer. Actually, the only one I don't like as much is the mammoth, but that's just me. But all these actually, I think... Actually, I don't like the Emperor one that much. I don't know why he has that face. But all the others I like more than the last ones. Like Warlord Gantus, geez. Fucking jacked. Not this time, maybe in a month or two. All right, thank you. The new mammoth is sick. I don't think it's bad. I just like this one. I don't know. I like this one. It's just simple. Emperor's just Giga Chad form. Well, like he looks like, what's that royal family that grew like the insanely like crazy chins? Like that's what he's like. He's giving me those vibes. What royal family grew crazy chins? Habsburg. Yeah, the Habsburg chin. Like, look at this. Come on, that's what it makes me think of every time. He's got the Habsburg chin. Red Gantus is top tier. I do like the Gantus. The Gantus I think is good. I like Lieutenant a lot. Sergeant, it's all right. Corporal, it's all right. I'd say the Corporal is about on par, and so is the Sergeant, because like it's got per face. But God, I like Lieutenant and Gantus a lot. These two are really nice. I will upgrade to Mammoth though by the end of the year. I just haven't yet. What's up, Jeff Bezos? How are you doing? All right, let's go look at some more bad suggestions. Oh, ignore my Spotify. Is that what just popped up? What just popped up? Oh, no, this is my Adobe. All right. Oh, man. Make the next boss strike lineup difficulty the same for levels 51 through 55 and 56. Wait. Okay, so he just wants like the ladder to be expanded, or not ladder, but a bracket. I guess someone just vibing. Yeah. What? All right, so Bezos, we were talking about boss strike rewards. What are your hot takes for boss strike rewards? Because I'm not gonna lie, everyone has hot takes about these boss strike rewards, and whenever they start talking about these boss strike rewards, it just spreads. It just spreads into talking about balancing free to play versus pay to win, like players who should Madrona be catering to, all kinds of things. So what do you think? Like, look, here's another one for more nanos. Swap out useless vials boss strike reward for more nanos. Vials are basically useless and non-flame mod BS, given with Kim units are currently available. This is actually something I not swapping them out. I'm not with that, because we don't need more. I don't think Madrona should be giving out tons and tons of nanos, but vials are practically useless because the only thing you're really going to mass produce with them is light chems, and no one really needs light chems, not gonna lie. Like once you have like 10 to 20, that you're so good, you don't need more light chems than 10 to 20. Hot take, every BS reward should be changed to 3 cobras. That's strike one. I'm joking, but you're so close. You know what? All right. Everyone's complaining about boss strike rewards and that it's not good enough or something. What if every single boss strike reward was just a legendary sandworm? Would that make y'all happy? Hell yeah, more Chem Troopers. Oh yeah, back to the vial thing. There needs to be some sort of good vial dump because we do not have one yet. I think I'm about to actually have to stop doing this. Otherwise, my production's gonna be fucked. You know what? Let's just buff the Chem Trooper and the Bio Grenadier because they're both so bad. Especially the Bio Grenadier. It is just god awful. Anyway, that's a whole different topic. 100 teeth each tier, take it or leave it. Unironically, if the nanopod event was still going on, I think some people would be like, ah, it is what it is. Chem infantry should lose their vial healing cost. That, and honestly, I think expand their DOT. Where'd they go? I feel like I scroll way too fast. Okay, here. Make this too deep and indirect. Make it too deep. Just why not? Make it too deep. You can keep the damage the same. Bio Grenadier. Give it an extra like just give it more diameter in its splash, I guess is like the best way I could say it. Like just make it, I guess it's almost half the board. Okay, what do you guys think about expanding the map, the battle map? Not every battle, but you know how we have like 3x3 battles? Because I've been thinking about this. Oh, I changed my profile picture. I guess I'm this guy now. All right, so we have 3x3 maps, right? What if it was instead of 3x3 or whatever the fucking shape is, almost a rectangle? Hang on, let me get to a battle. What if the map was expanded one layer deeper? Like instead of 2 of these 5 rows, it was a third, like another front row. Yeah, don't talk about screen space or anything like that, but what do you guys think, just overall? Skyraptor is an amazing reward due to our current lack of AA. Yeah, no, we were talking about it earlier. Skyraptor is pretty much like one of the best AA units. As you can see, we've been deep in the wiki. It's the Skyraptor and the AA flak turret have about the same damage output, I would honestly say. The Skyraptor does a bit more damage, but AA has an extra 10%, and it has armor piercing. But also, it's just still better than the AA turret. No, I'm happy about the Skyraptor. That's like what I'm most happy about. I had one of these in OG Battle Nations. I remember getting it. It was like my first aircraft, I think, or one of them. Artillery would be useless. No, well, okay, obviously you'd have to balance out ranges, but I think that is something that needs to be balanced. Just give all artillery one extra range. Leave snipers the same. Fuck, snipers just need to be balanced too. Snipers are so bad in this game. But obviously there would have to be balancing with the map change, but just overall, I think it would add a bit more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, hear me out. 5x4 battles, but the enemy formation comes from all 4 sides. That would be pretty cool. I like it, and it kind of runs into the same problem as like what I said. On a PC, it would be fine, but on a phone, I play a lot on my phone. My phone is where I play most Battle Nations of. It just would get fuckety on the phone, but I like that. All snipers need a buff. They have aura. I agree. Snipers need a buff. I don't know how to buff snipers though. How do you buff the sniper? Like that's like always, anytime I talk about balancing, I probably have some general idea of like what should be done. But how the fuck do you balance just like the sniper? See this chart? Oh, it's right there. Like how would you balance this? Honestly, I don't think Battle Nations is ready for directional combat. Left my ass off. Yeah, but I think it'd be cool. Or what if like there was like, okay, have you played 4-player chess? What about that? What do you guys think about like instead of like you're surrounded? What about 4-player Battle Nations PvP? Don't ask me how like the range works for the characters on the side. I don't know. Oh god, maybe give snipers decent dodge, not sure. Okay, I talked about this earlier. So have you guys played like chess Fog of War, or any game that has like Fog of War? What if Battle Nations had like certain battles that there was Fog of War, so like you didn't know where the enemy units were, but maybe snipers could find them or something? I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Atlas, do you still do push-ups? Yeah, I did some today actually at the gym. Yeah, I usually do. I'm probably gonna do another challenge stream coming up. I'm not sure when, maybe during Boss Strike, we'll see. If I can think of a good challenge. Increase dodge and offense. Snipers should be hard to see. No, that makes sense. I can see that. Just give them high defense. I can see that. But I mean, like, so the problem with snipers is overall units in this game, the best units in this game are units that can do a lot of damage to a lot of tiles. Snipers can do a lot of damage to one tile. That's a lot of their problem. And it's kind of hard to balance that. Maybe snipers can have penetration attacks so they damage units behind cover. Yeah, like that would fix the problem, but then like it's basically you're just looking at like the railgun units, or even there's the railgun unit in here. The railgun sniper kind of already does that. Like this is arguably the best sniper in the game, and it does what you said. It also has a good armor piercing. The kill shot, dead shot solves that with AoE. Yeah, but I don't know. Like obviously a regular sniper isn't gonna do that. What the kill shot, dead shot, and the hell shot do. Yeah, Atlas gonna be buffed. I'm all right. I'm like if you want to know, I'm like 6'2", 195 pounds. If you want to know, I think I'm like probably in the low teens of body fat. I don't know my body fat percent off the top, but if you want to know, that's what it is. Whoa, 6 mil challenge because you have 2 frags. Maybe I'll see. It'll all be stamina for me. I'm gonna definitely be more prepared for this boss strike, especially like because last one I was trying to figure out how to balance the stream as well. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna be trying to go for higher than I did last time for sure. You're already a foot higher than me. I don't know, doesn't matter. We're also like a whole fucking continent away. I think, at least I think I am. Well, an ocean and a half a continent away. Best snipers are the arena units. Yeah, but I want to buff like the normal sniper. Oh, I want to buff all the units. I don't know how to buff like just the traditional sniper without turning him into just like a guy who calls satellite strikes down on his enemies. How do you buff this? Someone also had another suggestion. I was looking for it. Where was it? Simplify balancing with snipers, add penetration patterns. Yeah, like it, but like I said, then it just turns into the railgun sniper, which I guess if that's what they have to do. 1,000 chicken nuggets. I'll do 100 maybe. We can talk about 100. Max wants us multi-frag owners to suffer in boss strike 2. I don't know if I'll be the top max, but I will definitely be on the leaderboards. I will say that. Hey, look, one of my Morgan houses are done. 8 hours. I'll be awake. This is as much as I'm Morgan maxing. I mean, I got 3 and I'm happy with that. So good crit chance, good damage, penetration will be okay, and also change the cost for the third attacks. What are the third attacks? Is that the penetration shot or like armor piercing shot, whatever it was? Yeah, armor piercing. What is the cost? I don't even know. Probably like, I'm gonna guess 20 nanos. Yeah, I think that's a good start. Like it would make them better. It just feels, I don't know. I think that is the answer. I just wish there was a bit more like strategy in the game, I guess, that would just make a single shot high damage attack do. Honestly, I think just why doesn't it have just a 100% crit rate versus soldiers? Just give it that, honestly. That would make it a lot better. Hell yes, make trooper viable at level 70. Sarcasm. No, I got that. Okay, well, obviously not level 70, but that is like, why do I have 51? When did I make a, whatever. But here's the okay, so I'm not saying it should be good at level 70, but I don't think it should fall off by level like 6. By level 6, it's pretty much, it fell off. Like you don't use it anymore. Definitely by 10. I think it, like even the trooper should see some use by the time you're like level, like I think it should fall off like level 15. Honestly, if you want my true opinion, my controversial opinion, I think there's too many units. Honestly, I don't think the trooper and grenadier should be 2 separate units. Just give the trooper a grenade attack, get rid of the grenadier. If you want me to be honest. I think there's just like too many units overall, especially units that feel like they do the same exact thing. I mean, like some of them, they're iconic, so you really can't, but yeah, there's a lot of units that just do the same thing. Now I gotta clear my schedule for leaderboard. Are you going for a leaderboard spot? What are you going for, Max? Like top 10? I feel like you would probably compete for top 10. They can add more ricochet unit like the Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye, yeah, the Eagle Eye is it's not really a sniper unit, but I guess it's actually kind of short range now that I look at it. Only 3 range max. I like the Assassinator. Also, like the Assassinator is an all right unit, but it still just kind of runs into the same problem. I don't know. Sniper units, I don't know how to balance it. I can't fix the game. Top 10, all you need is pizza rolls, caffeine, and a 5-gallon bucket. I actually don't have a microwave. I do not own a microwave. I have an air fryer and a toaster and then like an oven, but I don't have a microwave. I guess I could make them in the oven, but that takes too long. I don't know, I'm a poor man. I think, wait, first off, did you just say that you're poor? Can we look at your base? What? Oh wait, I have to type in the bracket. Okay, apparently I'm friends with a lot of HSC. Do you say you're poor? Max. Oh, where's your... Whoa. Max, where's your HSC logo that was right here? What happened? Air fryer's like the new microwave anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's like some things that I kind of can't make. I guess I could probably figure out how to make popcorn. I'm gonna assist your vehicle factories, Max. No gears. I'm gonna assist that one. Gotta make space for deco. Dude, your base was already like so full. I saw an interesting suggestion on the Discord, maybe letting lower tier units stand on the same square in battle so they only count as a single unit, like 2 troopers. So double the health or damage. I think, okay, so like I'm not opposed to them experimenting with that, but they should try it as like a game mode first. Maybe like they make up some game mode, it'll be like a 1-week event and they just experiment with it. I think that Madrona should try a lot of stuff like that. They just release like a weekend long event. I don't know what the fuck they'd call it. I don't know. But to where they can test out things like that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't think they should just implement it right away or just drop it on us. But like a weekend event, I could get behind that. Snipers should just be invulnerable before they fire their first shot because they can't be spotted. Yeah, no, that kind of goes to my Fog of War thing. So like, hang on. So like, I don't know if y'all have ever played like chess, like Fog of War, but to where like you can't see any of the pieces unless like your pieces have visual line of sight. I think there should be some sort of Fog of War for, again, try it out as a game mode, see how it works, but a Fog of War mechanic to where you can't see the enemy's pieces until you I don't know, make it to where the sniper can like scout and like find pieces or something. I don't know how. I think that this has potential. Dude shoved his entire bank account into BN so he became poor. Bingo. No, that's fair. I'm not poor in money, but in time. Oh, yeah, no, I get that. Honestly, that's like my biggest problem right now in life is time. Like between like work and just other things I have to do. The things I want to do have to like, you know, like YouTube, like Battle Nations and the YouTube channel obviously can't be the #1 priority in my life as much as I want them to be. I get it. An idea I've had for a while is that make precision targeting ignore dodge to distinguish it from being worse, a worse indirect. But honestly, snipers should get indirect attack instead of their quick shot. I actually really like that. The precision targeting ignores dodge, but the thing is, like, they can kind of just do that by adding offense. Like this attack right here, there is nothing that is dodging this attack. There's nothing in this game that will dodge. If this thing was suppressed and attacked a vet, I still think it would hit probably 90% of the time. I don't know, Max probably knows the math, but like once you get up to a certain offense, it's not missing. I think the highest offense in the attack in the game is, hang on, I think this is the highest offense attack in the game. It's one of these attacks. Don't remember which one. It's not this one. Yeah, this one, 251. Okay, for one, it can't hit a vet, but if this thing was like triple fucking suppressed, it could still hit a vet. So I do think like precision should, like, I like that idea, but it kind of already is implemented in a way. I guess not, maybe not for every unit, but for snipers kind of, because sniper, what's the sniper's offense? I'm guessing like 80 to 90 at max rank. I don't know about the other ranks. 93. The quick shot 71, 93. Yeah. Pants soiled. Sorry about that. Oh man, imagine firing into the first row and revealing 5 mega tanks staring down, pants soiled. No, imagine like 5 legendary sandworms. And what's crazy is they have a limit of 3. So now you're really confused. Maybe Assassinator gets special indirect attack, but only target specific units like Saren's counter snipe attack. I don't even know I'm not gonna lie, Saren's such a pushover. I don't even know his attacks. I just fucking fight him and just win. Usually no losses. What's his counter snipe attack? I don't know it. Counter snipe. It can only target snipers. It's precise. How does it have a negative 20% chance versus snipers, but it can only hit snipers? But no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I can agree with that. Sniper used to have indirect and then they were nerfed. Highest offense is 254. Yeah, and it's it was the one unit I was just looking at, right? Or 2 units ago? Oh, 251. What's 254, Max? Wait, did you say? That attack is the reason why we have a sniper tag. Oh. Yeah, honestly, I never realized that snipers had their own tag. I don't know how I missed that, but it makes sense. Maybe that could be expanded. Maybe maybe there should just be some units that just can't hit the sniper. Honestly, I think that would be a good balance. Imagine if like tanks can't hit snipers because they don't know where they are. Like, you know, they don't know where they are. Like maybe like only certain like infantry units can hit snipers, or like specialized units. I think I would actually like that. Oh no, highest is 251. Okay, yeah, the one, this one, this attack. Which I don't know why it's 251. What the fuck is this thing attacking? Like, what? Why is it so high? Crazy Blades have similar attacks. Okay, I'm just not gonna lie. I don't know any of like the lieutenant, Gantus's lieutenant's attacks. I don't even know Gantus's attacks. It also has one that can only target snipers. It's interesting. I didn't know that. See, here's the thing. I look at Crazy Blades. I don't see her as like a I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. She stabs shit. I see her as a crazy lady with knives. Whenever I see Tronk, I see him as a crazy dude with bombs. When I see Saren, I see just a little bitch who got kicked out but is still somehow with the Raiders. He's basically just a loser of the Raiders. I like how it increases every level as it matters. Yeah, right? Like, it starts off at 226 and then it just keeps going up. Like, what are we doing? Honestly, someone at Z2 was drunk. That's like the only explanation. Even if this was 126, it doesn't matter like past that. In what way am I ready for Shroud? All right, so I mean, if we just look at my roster. Oh, hang on, wait, I gotta make sure timers keep going. I'm actually gonna start moving these on to like full day timers. Ah, fuck, I'm gonna have to wait like 4 hours tonight. Oh well. But if we look at my units, so first off, my meat shields. I'm gonna be starting off with mega tanks. I got 20 of them. I'm gonna be grinding them to rank 6. Hopefully by the time they all die and I'm out of widgets, they're rank 6. That's my A string meat wall. Actually, I'm probably gonna see how much environmental damage we're taking, because I might switch over. Well, we'll get into that. I also have 61 super tanks at max rank already. I'm not running out of those. I'm ready for Shroud. All right, yeah, you guys type while you're ready for Shroud. My repair bay after the fact is going to have a bad time. I got no oil. You don't have oil? I got oil. I only have 2 oil pumps, or I think I only have 1 oil pump up right now. Yeah, this one. All my other oil pumps are just off for pop. But anyways, back to this. I'm also probably gonna experiment with the garbage truck, and it's not good. And look, just hear me out. Don't hate on me for having it. But oh, I only have 9. I thought I had 10. Well, I'll make another one later. I'm gonna have 10 heavy Arctic tanks because I see it as a good opportunity for me just to get them to rank 6. I'll sub them. I'll probably just have like 1 or 2 on the field. Just a meat shield that doesn't take DOT damage, and its job is just to get SP. I want to rank it up while I'm doing this. But I'm falling back on 61 supers. That should last me all of the boss strike. 115 heaviers. Jesus Christ, Jeff Bezos. You've been grinding. I only have 15 heaviers. And the only reason I have 15 is because I needed to get rid of widgets. I used to only have 2, and then once AS came out, I had so many fucking widgets I had to. That's gonna be my meat walls. Well, and then kind of if we get into another meat wall, where is it? We got 2 range frags, but they're all more mass casualty units to me. I will be relying heavily on the range frag to deal damage, as well as the maulers. I mean, it's pretty much the same plan you've heard from everyone. My maulers are all rank 4, but by the time boss strike 2 ends, they will be rank 6. Back up. So once all the maulers die and my range frags possibly die, I am kind of looking at more damage units, and there's a few ideas I'm kind of jumping around with. Number 1, I really like the Mammoth Artillery. Only problem is it's not really a mass casualty unit. It's more of like a 1 unit is gonna be fucking dead. I do have 5 brimstones I could probably go on. So I might end up using the brimstone if everything dies. We'll see. I'm really not sure what to expect as far as casualties. You gonna nano the Mauler promotions? Oh yeah. No, I'll nano timers. Here's the thing, like my time is more valuable than my money. So I have no problem like spending nanos for time. I know it's like a lot of people are like, no, don't nano your timers. I've done it. I'll do it again. I don't care. Because like that, it's just so much SP wasted if I'm have a timer going during boss strike, I feel like, because I would rather that time I've already designated to battle nations. I'd rather just grind it out. Oh god, man, there's so much. I think one of us has 200 heaviers, 200 plus heaviers. That's kind of crazy. One thing I saw, I was watching a BNAP stream the other day, and Uki was always talking about the Peacekeepers. I am not a Peacekeeper fan. I made 17 and I was like, ah, fuck, I'm not gonna use them. Uki was hyping them up. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather just have a bunch of supers. I'd rather buy like 10 more supers to make Peacekeepers, because they have partial blocking. They're cheap, but their resistances and just overall survivability, I feel like, isn't that good. Have your nanos ready, brother? We got 1,000 right now, and I'll upgrade to Mammoth during boss strike if I have to. It would be mad funny if we get fire DOT and our maulers end up useless. Oh my god. Bro, could you imagine if they add fire mod to it? What if they hit us with that? They just are like fire mod. Or fire DOT would also be really bad. Yeah. Honestly, Max, what's your backup damage unit? I mean, I got the ranged frag, so I'm not too worried. What would be another good unit? Honestly, I'd probably go to heavy chems. If I'm being honest, I'd probably just have 3 heavy chems in the middle. Anyway, let me go find a formation real quick. There's one here, I know that lets me do 10. Yeah, so this will probably be my formation. Pretend that this is a Skyraptor, because I will be ranking that and using it during boss strike. And then, I don't know, maybe the ET. I might throw ETs in there. I have Mammoth Artillery, Mauler, Demo, and Nano to get more of them if I need. Oh, the Demo is good. But yeah, my formation starting off will probably look something like this. I'm hoping, since I have 2 range frags, I'm hoping I can always keep one in the fight while the other one's healing. So that's kind of my plan with that. Once the megas die, we'll go down to supers. God, why am I so blind? Actually, I'll probably actually try to like rank my Arctics and garbage trucks. So once all my megas die, it might look something like this. Once the maulers die, it might end up looking something. It might end up looking something like this. And if my frags die, just throw another meat shield in there. So, and honestly, and then if the mammoths die, I might end up looking at something. What else? I do need to rank my trebs. This is like C string for me. No pre-ranked. Wait, save you time setting up for. Wait, whoa. I missed a lot. Hang on, I gotta catch up. That can be your infantry only boss strike. Yeah, peacekeepers don't cost nanos, Mr. Moneybags. All right, well, yeah, you're right. The peacekeepers are cheap, but my argument would be, why not just use like turtle shellers? I feel like, would turtle shellers not be better? hang on, wait. What's the like a Peacekeeper compared to a Turtle Sheller? Trying to. There we go. So Peacekeeper versus Turtle Shellers. It does have more health. It does have more resistances, and it does have more dodge. Okay, maybe you may be all right. Maybe I'm hating too much. But then you get to damage, and then you have this one attack here. Like, Peacekeeper really can't do much. I guess. I don't know. I'm just really not a fan of the Peacekeeper. I'm not bought into it. TS is like half. No, it's not half. Was it? Did I miss something? No, it's like almost the same. I will say this, like, well, I guess if you count resistances, yeah, kind of. Kind of. It's armor. Here's the thing, there's gonna be a lot of piercing damage. This does have, no, they both have good piercing. All right, maybe I'm hating a little too much on the Peacekeeper. I'm still not bought into it, but maybe I'm hating a little bit. Maybe I'm just biased against it. Factoring in modifier, yeah, no, I kind of see it. Benap just got his second melee frag. No, did he actually? Dude, I will trade him one of my ranged for it. Oh wait, I don't know what that is. Where did you see this? Did he like post it somewhere? I need confirmation. Did he actually? I'm pissed. Where is mine? What? Well, I'm pissed because I want a melee. I just want a melee. I'll post it in hideout for you. I mean, I just shot him a message. He'll probably reply here in a minute. All right, I'm not bought into Peacekeeper, but I'll stop hating. Anyways, yeah, this will probably be like third, fourth-ish string. I honestly expect the garbage trucks to probably actually be pretty good right now during this boss strike. They have good piercing resistance for their armor. They have good health. They don't take environmental cold damage. So I'm probably going to try to get these to rank 6 one of the days. I'm probably actually going to write out a schedule for this. I'll pay nanos for a single boss drop. At this point, my MG is worth it, man. My MG is worth this. All right. How many nanos would you guys pay for a ranged frag? What's would you guys? All right, 500 nanos. Who's buying a ranged frag? $5,000? That's the most you'll pay? Let's see. How much money is that? Bro, that's $200. All right, who is paying $200 for a range frag? 500 would be like about 20 bucks, roughly. I'm making rough guesses. Nanos for boss trot, imitation frag, take it or leave it. Imitation frag is so bad. It's such a joke unit. Obviously, I'm gonna buy one once it comes out, if it comes out. All right, hot topic. What do you guys think about Madrona never bringing back certain units? Because there are some units I honestly don't think they have a place in the game. So what do you guys think about just some units just being gone? Just leave it in the past. 0 nanos, rise and grind. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta look. In my first 3 AS battles, I got 2 range frags. It's not that hard. I have 2 range already. I would spend a good 1,000 nanos or more for a melee. It's about 50 bucks. I'll say you spend 50 bucks on it. I'd honestly probably do the same if I'm being honest. I think I would. 50 bucks is my limit. 1,200 nanos I'd buy melee for. I just want the melee. Like, I'm probably not even going to use it as much except for the AS. But it kind of makes me mad I don't have one. I have 2 ranged and no melee. It's kind of infuriating. I'm fine with them bringing back less units. I agree that the game has too many. Yeah, like, it just feels like bloat. Like, do you know how many fucking units do this same 3-round burst, like, piercing damage attack? There are so many. There's the shock trooper. There's the junior officer. Where is he? There's the ranger. The armadillo. Granted, it's even shit. It's a shittier version, but it does it. The commando. The juggernaut. And that's just there. The scout bike. The recon vehicle. That's about all. But still, they all do like basically the same thing. And to me, it feels like we don't need all of these units. Like, I do like the design of all the units. I don't think there's many units I just dislike because of like the design. But they don't, it feels like they don't have a place. It feels like they're there just to be there. I don't know. I feel like at least 90% of the units should have a place, you know? I've thrown so much at the Dreadnought and got nothing from it. I'm scared to even try my AS look. What level are you? I feel like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't fought the Dreadnought cladless since my first time beating it, because I got a clad my first time, so I honestly don't remember how hard it is to fight the Dreadnought. But do you have like the newer rank of naval? Because I feel like with the new rank of naval units, it should be a bit easier. I mean, think about it. How many nanos are 3 vets, 3 megas, and supers? Everyone's doing basic strat, already paid for a chance at the frag. Yeah, no, that's a good point. But it's not guaranteed. And I bet a lot of people would be willing to put down a lot of money for just a guaranteed frag. We have a ton of units that do the same thing and very few that do anything niche. Yeah, and I get it. Like, there is a creativity limit as far as like how we can make some of these units work. But I don't know. Like, again, my hot take is get rid of the grenadier, give the trooper the grenade attacks. Like, that's just like one example of how to start clearing up some unit bloat. Because I do think this game has unit bloat. Like, what other units are just like the fucking flame trooper? Like, why is it here? It does do something niche, but it just does it really badly. At least buff it. The demolitionist, I feel like, is so close to being a good unit. Honestly, make the demolitionist so you know how, what's that one? The wrecking ball unit that does a lot of damage to buildings. What's it called? Demolisher, I think. Is it the Demolisher? So honestly, like, just to fix the demolitionist real quick, this unit does like extra damage. Or wait, no. It just does a shit ton of damage. It's this attack. To only defenses. A shit ton of damage. Make this do like fucking 500 damage, but only to defenses. I think that fixes it. What do you guys think about that? They'd have a place if being wasn't so easy to rush levels. No, I agree. I was thinking about that too. Like, with Clash of Clans, you have like the whole upgrade your town hall thing. Battle Nations is just how fast you can grind out of XP. I don't know how to fix it because I kind of like the XP system and I don't think it should go away. But maybe, I don't know. You're 100% right with that. Give RPG troop high crit against vehicles. Yeah, like there's a lot of things that you can do that just makes units better. But here's the thing, like the RPG trooper and the bazooka squad, it's this like basically the same unit. This one does have like better, like, actually I think the bazooka squad has 0 dodge, but that's not the point. This has dodge, this doesn't, but they're like the same fucking unit. I'd love making P stars easier to get. Then each unit could prestige to R7 with stars and get a unique building or something unique. I could behind that. I've also heard this before. I don't know who said it, so I'm just gonna claim credit. What if this is kind of way off topic, like we're going way out there, but what if once you R6 a unit, you could prestige it, bringing it back to R1? It gets its R1 stats back, like the Wimp back to R1, but you get a cool skin for it. You basically get like a super skin for it. It doesn't change its stats at all. It's just a cool skin. What do you guys think about that? Would you D-rank your Wimps to R1 if you got like, I don't know, a fucking Hulk skin? Obviously not, copyright issues, but you get the idea. I kind of want that because I want to show how much time I waste on this game. I like that idea. I think it's cool. I mean, obviously there are some units, like imagine doing it for, what's a high SP unit? Honestly, the snake. Imagine doing it for the snake. Oh my God, that'd be disgusting. Where's the snake? Because I'm about to get mine to R9 in like the next few weeks, and then just D-ranking it all the way back to 1. But I get a cool skin. That and the new profile picture options for R6. Yeah. Give me a skin for doing Wimps at Tronks during beta. Dude, I feel like there should be, I mean, we kind of got, you know, these profile pictures for the beta, but I wasn't playing it, but I was in the Discord back whenever the cabbage grind was on. I feel like the people who did that should get something too. I remember like hopping in the Discord, just seeing if the game was alive yet and seeing people grind cabbage for hours. And I was like, wow, that looks like fun. You got Wimps done at Saren's. Why Saren's? I only ever grinded at Tronks a little bit, and I grinded at Blades for the tank killers. But other than that, where is Saren? What is Saren's? Oh, that's not bad. This is a little overkill. How much? I'm just trying to see how much SP this is real quick. 12. Not gonna lie, I don't think this is it. 140 SP. Why did you do the Wimps here, Max? What was the point? Doesn't Clash have something similar with maxed out units looking different? Yeah, well, I think just as you upgrade units, they just look different in Clash. Like every tier has another skin in Clash. I don't think that should be done in Battle Nations, and for one reason only. We have way too many units. Clash right now probably has like 20 units, somewhere around there. We have like 300. I made that number up. Don't ask me where I got that number from. But we have way more than Clash, and it would just be Reed, the artist, would not like making, you know, 6 skins for the trooper, 6 for the shock trooper, on and on. So I don't think they need to. That it would be cool. Like if they could just snap their fingers and make it happen, that would be cool. But I don't ever expect that of them. That's like a lot of work for little to no return, you know? It's not worth it to give every single troop like a tier 2 upgrade skin, you know? I rushed steel, so I need coal. Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. I got to like level 40 in 18 days or something. Yeah, I was, whenever I was like hardcore grinding, because I joined in the beta, like towards the end of the beta, like around May of last year. So I had like a month or 2 of the beta, and I was getting like 1 or 2 levels a day, but I was like hardcore playing. I was like min-maxing everything. I actually thought that decorations were implemented at the time, That's why you see these decorations in the corner of my base. I had like farms all around. They're actually right here. All my farms were right here around these, and it took me like 2 months to realize that they didn't give a boost. So that's why you see this earthen reservoir, farm silo, and park bench right here, is because I thought the decoration boosts were implemented and they were not. I think an option to invert friendly / enemy colors would be neat. Oh, so like you get the rebel colors. I think that'd be cool. I don't know why I clicked the hunter. I don't think. But like if you can make like your, I don't know, grenadier look like the enemy grenadier, or your shock trooper look like theirs, where it's like the gray and black. I'd like that. You know what skins I really want? I really want the Shadow Force Navy skins. God, they look so good. I want the Shadow Navy skins. Anyone who didn't grind their Wimp at Bigfoot country is clinically insane to me. I did it at Tronx in exactly 6 days. I remember, because I would do 1.1 bar every day. I would basically, hang on, let me grab. I would basically, this is a bad example. Hang on. My God. I would go 1 full bar, and then I would go to wherever this bar was. So like for the first bar, I would max it, and then I would get the bar to match this one. And then the second day I'd max it and get it to match the second one. And then I did that for 6 days, and it was maxed. It was like 6 or 7 days. I think it might have been 7. My math might be off. But yeah, that's how, and I did Wimps in like a week from R8 or R6. R5 to 6. Jesus Christ. I'm thinking of the snake too much. LOL, I built my original base to work with decos, going like, I'm sure they'll add the effects any day now. Still waiting. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Once I found out, I was like, it was like probably towards like right after the beta ended, I think I found out. And I was like, oh, well, the beta just ended, so they're gonna add it in like the next few weeks, because we were getting like an update like every like 2-3 weeks or something at the time. And I was like, they're definitely gonna add it in like the next 2 or 3 updates. Still waiting. You got your range frag on Thursday. Congratulations, 11th attempt. First clear yielded a melee for, oh, so you got fucking both. All right, I only have 2 ranged. I'm still waiting for my melee. I'm waiting for the double drop. I am committed to being a double drop receiver. I'm still waiting for my resource hauler animations. What happens whenever you build it? Like, does the truck do like move? I know it doesn't drive around. Wait, what am I in here for? Decorations. I think my mouse is like giving out on me. Does this just sit there? I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad they got rid of the resource depot. It did make the base look more lively, but it was really stupid. I remember like having to balance it out. It was cool though because of the roads. Surely decorations coming, Clueless. It's, guys, next like 3 weeks, decorations are out. Just watch. I'm calling it now. It does nothing and steals a single pop. That's honestly hot. That's honestly like a huge flex. Like imagine having like 5 of those just on your base. You're just flexing how much better you are. All right, let's look at some more suggestions. Oh, hang on. Benap is flexing on me now. I didn't realize he replied. Yeah. Look at that, guys. Benap has 2 range frags. I'm trying to trade him a range for a melee. Then we could both have 1. Anyways, all right. So make free-to-play players can have more than 1 of each healing building. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is drip chicken. the leader of MM replied this. Players shouldn't be capped at 1 healing building due to not buying nano healing buildings. Increase limit to 3 minimum. Otherwise, free-to-player cannot perform during boss strike. This demonstrates pay to win needs. Okay, I'm actually can get behind this. I think there should be a limit. Like, I think 3 is a good limit though. What do you guys think about that? Being able to have like 3 normal hospitals and repair bays. What do you guys think? Oh, my camera's doing that thing again. What the fuck? I could get behind that. I think that's a good one. I want bad suggestions. Oh, here's like another pity system. All right, I've heard this idea. Super simple idea, similar to New Worlds. I've never played New Worlds, so someone might have to explain that to me if anyone knows. Probably for devs pockets, max they could make is 2 free ones. I get why. Like, well, here's the thing. There's already such an advantage to having just like, let's say we can only have 1 total. There's just such an advantage to having the advanced repair bay. Like resource cost, not even just like normal resources, but like your tier 2s and 3 resources, like the going from like 3 widgets to like 2 or 1 is huge. Excuse me. But I don't know. I could see it though. Like, yeah, 2. Just give it 2. I don't know if we should take ideas from a game that is shutting down. Is New World shutting down? I don't know anything about New Worlds. The pity system. Yeah, no. You've heard the pity system idea. You've heard it a million times. I feel like there shouldn't even be a free healing building limit with how powerful the advanced versions are. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna, like, they already have an advantage. There's no reason just to fucking, like, it's honestly kind of like just kicking sand in someone's face. It's just, they are, like, pay to win already has an advantage. You're just gonna widen the gap that much more. Yeah, I don't get why the basic healing buildings are limited to 1 freaking Z2. Yeah, because here's the thing. If Z2 didn't have it, Madrona would probably never even think about implementing it. It wouldn't even be an idea in anyone's head to limit it if Z2 had did that originally. I mean, here's the thing. We can hate on Z2. To be fair, it was like early day App Store games, and everyone was trying to figure out how to monetize a game. So I get how it happened. Here's another pity-esque spread to the word of your cause. Yeah, pity system. Naval overhaul. I don't want to read all this. Naval overhaul. Gun truck revamped. Basically just suggestions for the gun truck. Guild Fortress. Oh, this reminds me of like the Clash of Clans. That one, the clan village or whatever it's called. Should have just done it like the resource buildings where you can upgrade it or turn it to an advance. Yeah, honestly, whenever I started playing again, I thought that was always a mechanic, and I had the original hospital for a while because when I first started playing, I was not a whale. I had like subscribed to the minimum Patreon, and I was just. That was whenever they were giving us nanos. It was limited. You couldn't even buy nanos. So I was just upgrading the normal hospital. And I thought I would be able to upgrade it to nano, but I couldn't. I had to just make a whole separate one. Teeth solution. No. Honestly, some of these aren't bad. Give us ancient century. Fraggers can complete the look of, and non-fraggers can join the family with this imitation and sentinel frag. Honestly, it wasn't good, but it wasn't that bad of a unit. The ancient century. I want one just so I can complete the look. I guess this is the only attack that's worthwhile, and that's just because of stun. Patreon is the gateway drug to whaling, and I'm thinking about start Patreoning. Dude, you should donate to Battle Nations. Just get the basic tier. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, guys, I'm probably about to end stream. It's about my bedtime now. Yeah, does anyone have any questions about Boss Strike or anything that they want to say about Boss Strike? I can't, you know, change the game, but I have a slightly louder voice than most. So does anyone have any hot takes, especially about Boss Strike rewards? God, I wish I could upgrade my storage vaults to high capacity. Oh my God, I know. I have 2 storage and I need to upgrade them. That's like, I don't want to get rid of them, but not gonna lie, they're just kind of like a waste, it feels like. But yeah. If we get Sentinel Head Fragment, we should get another Goliath tank weapons. Honestly, I think the bosses should just have more drops in general, but I think that's gonna be a topic for another day. All right, guys. I want to just thank everyone for watching. Are there any other Battle Nation streamers up? Because if so, we'll do like an impromptu raid. I don't think so. I haven't seen any, my Discord. Where's Discord? Hang on. No. What am I doing? Where am I looking? There. No, I'm the only one. All right. Nope. There's no other creators streaming right now, so we cannot raid anyone. What do you even get for selling nano swords? I think you get like 10 fucking stone. I don't know. You don't get nanos back, I'm like pretty sure. So, and I don't want to sell them because I'm not gonna get my like 100 or so nanopods back. Like, I'm a whale, but I'm not wasteful. So I'm hoping one day I can upgrade them or at least sell them for some of my nanopods back. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have, guys. I just want to thank everyone for joining the stream. It's been a great stream. We had a lot of good conversation. Not a lot of Battle Nations played, but a lot of good conversation. And with that, just everyone have a good night or day, because it's probably daytime where most of you are. Anyway, that's all. See ya.